Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for January 25th, 2022. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 14, and if you add the 1 and the 4 together, you get the number 5. The number 5 is a number that supports us looking at the physical world with respect and support. It is, after all, an earth energy number. It's a number of life force and all of life and nature itself and the divine feminine. We cannot live if there are no bees, no drinkable water, no breathable air. You know, there are so many things that this world constantly gives us that we take for granted. I wish for a world that is built on respect for all life. I wish for a world where systems are in place that allow those struggling to thrive once again. I wish for a world without the need for masks. I wish for a world that does not forget that all life has value. Perhaps we have to feel this sharp sting to learn to have gratitude. I think that is a big part of why we are in this current moment in time. Humanity has become arrogant and entitled. Many things contribute to that state of mind, and now the children will suffer and generations will have to fix what has become broken. I know that without respect for this world, we are all doomed in one way or another. What can we do today to support this planet and the life still struggling on it? How can we demand that governments do what is necessary rather than line their own pockets at the expense of our planet? We are coming to a terrible reckoning, and I am worried about the disastrous consequences of our apathy. The astrology today. The moon in Scorpio takes us into those deeper places and spaces that we are afraid to completely touch and engage. We are being asked to look into those places that have been hidden and that have been a mystery even to ourselves. With that, we are in the last quarter moon, which is with the sun in Aquarius and the moon in Scorpio, and that makes us very aware of the sharp edges that we continue to try to stand upon in this world. It feels like a crisis of sorts, and many things are taking us into places that are so unfamiliar that we are all grasping at the intensity of the heavy monster as a heavy monster tries to rise to the surface of our consciousness. There are many things on the list that we need to do, and yet the bigger issue is to learn to let go, even more than we have up to this point. Mercury retrogrades back into Capricorn, and even once it goes direct on February 3rd, it will be in Capricorn until Valentine's Day. Such moments ask us to review and reflect on what has transpired recently. Communications will hit the no-nonsense boundaries of Capricorn, and this will bring a series of waves that are all about karmic deliverance to those who refuse to take accountability for their actions. We are being asked to move away from our past dysfunctions and towards a more responsible and accountable existence. This particular retrograde into the serious sign of Capricorn will show us that we need to move forward carefully and with great consideration. Many things are getting shook up, and change is becoming a blur in the speedy transformational fires of Aquarius. Notice anyone or anything that intends to drag you back into a place that is no longer necessary, needed, or a place that you intend to revisit. It is time to clear out those things that keep trying to restrain you from giving your greatest gifts to the world. We may notice that we have no tolerance for those that just want to chit-chat. Plans are moving into place, and things must be finished to move ahead. Be practical and know that ambitions of some do not need to be yours to take on. And my quote for today: remember that life extends beyond this known existence. You are a cloud that changes shape and drifts in the currents of time and space. You are a drop of water as it seeks to become one with the ocean. You are the flower smiling up at the sun as the ground warms and the sky brightens. We are never alone, as we are everywhere and everything. We are in the air that breathes life. We are the hope that inspires the living. We are the thoughts that seek to find that hidden potential. We are life influencing the existences in the past and in the future. And my blog for today. I notice when people leave the planet, such as Thich Nhat Hanh, it opens a portal, and that, for whatever reason, many will feel that doorway opening and follow the great teachers into that other dimension where time does not exist. This latest round in the pandemic is impacting many, and it is shifting perspectives around in some very needed ways. We are all disciples on the pathway of life. We came to learn through struggle and strife. We are here to teach what we think we have learned. We are here to share truth before another is burned. We came to discover new things in this domain. We have wanted to create on this earthly plane. We are here to give hope when all seems to fade. We are here to allow others to rest in our shade. Fears manifest in young souls as manifestation of subtle and overt controls. We give words to help others to see. We are free to accept the gifts from this Dharma tree. The paths to truth always lead to peace, not from the thoughts that will never cease. Thanks, everyone.